First and foremost, all thanks and praises unto our power, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Wabrakak. Peace, blessings, much respect to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, on down to the rest of the elders who rule well within Israel. Salutations to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of this whole entire earth, no matter where, whom they may be, or what they may look like, pushing out this purified truth. To the rest of the church who believe as well, you men who may not be teachers or prophets, you women, sons and daughters also. The water to Yahweh Shai, because without him enduring and going to that cross for the nation of Israel and the nation of Israel alone, none of this would even be possible whatsoever. Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 29. But if from thence thou shalt seek the Lord Yahweh thy power, thou shalt find him, if thou seek him with all thy heart and with all thy soul. And as simple as that is, the majority of Israelites are going to rebel. They're not going to turn back to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. One thing about being stubborn and being rebellious, being self-willed, your mind is already made up. You already feel like you have the truth. And there's nothing that can really be said to you if that's the kind of person you are. Proverbs chapter 15 and verse 10. Correction is grievous unto him that forsakes the way. Let me read that again. Proverbs 15 and 10. Correction is grievous unto him that forsaketh the way, and he that hateth reproof shall die. The majority of Israelites, they hate reproof. And seeing that they hate reproof, they're going to rebel. They're going to remain in that stubborn state of mind, because the scriptures tell you that a fool is right in their own eyes. Okay? Correction is grievous unto him that forsaketh the way. That's why our people, for the most part, they're not seeking the Lord, because they would have to correct themselves. And in their minds, that's too much grief. That's too much sorrow. I don't feel like letting go of this or letting go of that. Right? Correction is grievous unto him that forsaketh the way. And he that hateth reproof shall die. So those of our people who hate reproof are going to die. So back to Deuteronomy 4 and 29. But if from thence thou shalt seek the Lord Yahweh thy power, thou shalt find him, if thou seek him with all thy heart and with all thy soul. So we are to seek Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai with all of our heart and soul. But those who despise him, those who are looking at this word as being grievous, which is really just showing that they're proud, they're going to be destroyed. Okay? Proverbs 13 and 13. Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed, but he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded. So all those who despise this word are going to be destroyed. If correction is grievous unto you, you're too proud to be corrected, you're too pompous to be corrected, the Lord is going to destroy you. Each and every one of us brethren who are sincere, we have to humble ourselves every day. We constantly have to make changes. We're constantly at war with our flesh. All right? This is the book of Psalms, chapter 10 and verse 5. Psalms chapter 10 and verse 4. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the power. The power is not at all in his thoughts, and our people follow after their father, the devil. The majority of Israelites are too proud to want to repent and serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Did I not just read, which I'll grab it again, Deuteronomy 4 and 29. But if from thence thou shalt seek the Lord Yahweh, thy power, thou shalt find him if thou seek him with all thy heart and with all thy soul. Psalms 10 and 4. The wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after the power. The power is not at all in his thoughts. So if you seek after the Lord, in order for you to seek and find him, you would have to humble down. You would have to cast off pride. But what pride does is it actually separates our people from the Lord. It separates the Lord from us. The Lord can't stand pride, man. That's why those of us who the Lord is actually dealing with, which of course is through predestination if we are of his, but it's because we're not proud. We understand our place. Just like how a woman has a problem understanding hers, we can't be like that. We have to know our place. Okay? Let's go to 1 Timothy 6. 1 Timothy chapter 6 and 4. He is proud, knowing nothing, but doting about questions and strifes of words, whereof cometh envy, strife, railing, evil surmisings. So these are characteristics of someone who's proud. And a lot of our people, they're full of envy and strife of others, while they themselves are still proud. How could you be envious and yet be pompous? How does that mix? Verse 5, perverse disputings of men, of corrupt minds, and destitute of the truth. So when you're proud, that is a sign that you are destitute of the truth. Supposing that gain is godliness. From such withdraw thyself. And part of being pompous is seeing that maybe because your finances are straight, you doing good in this world, so to speak. Financially, you're able to get this, get that. You can attract women. You can attract people because of what you can do for them financially. It may come off like the Lord is actually dealing with you. Okay? Because this world teaching the doctrines of men, a part of teaching of the doctrine of men is that gain is godliness. If you're doing good, it must be a sign that the Lord is with you. God has blessed you. That big mansion, all those cars you have, blah, blah. The Lord must have blessed you. Look at Chris Brown, for example. You have women who are married. And when I say married, I'm talking about married according to the Bible. Women who are dealing with men, paying $1,000 to take a picture with Chris Brown, knowing damn well that if Chris Brown really wanted to, if he hasn't, which I'm sure he probably has, he could just get the number and slide up in these women later, if not on the spot, and commit adultery. But yet he has the big house, he has the cars, he has the fame, and yet he can commit all this adultery. But yet a person will put off all the adultery that he's doing and say that the Lord is dealing with him because he has been talented, or he has been gifted with talent, because we're Israelites. We all have been gifted with our talents. And Chris Brown in particular, he's been gifted with different talents. Well, guess what? If you're not of the elect and you're not willing to put away those abominable, thoughts, those abominable ways that come with the world, you're going to be destroyed. Gain has nothing to do with godliness, okay? Perverse disputings of men of corrupt minds and destitute of the truth, supposing that gain is godliness. From such withdraw thyself. But godliness with contentment is great gain. So being in this ministry, yeah, we might work basic jobs or we might run businesses and yet still not millionaires, still not famous, still would rather, be in a better position if we could, but yet it's better to be content with what we have because we have the kingdom of heaven that is right around the corner, and seeing that this current kingdom that we are in is going to be dissolved. And not only that, this is the path that we have to take in order to receive the crown. Okay? So being content with our place, although this world will tell you to have so much ambition to where you should never be content. You should always want more, always want more. Certain women will look at you strange because you're content. They'll see you as a loser. They'll see you as settling because you're content. Because these women, they're of the world. And she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. So let's read verse 6 again. 1 Timothy 6:6. But godliness with contentment is great gain. For we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. And the only thing that we're leaving out of this world with is our soul. Because our bodies that we have currently are going to have to be dissolved and changed. So even our own flesh isn't even coming with us. So how much more is it, not important to be pondering on gain in this world, seeing these things are not coming with us? All right. Let's go to Psalms 25:4. Show me thy ways, O Lord Yahweh. Teach me thy paths. Lead me in thy truth and teach me. So when you seek the Lord, it takes humility. And in your humility, you're asking the Lord to guide you, to show you the right way. Unlike someone who's arrogant, who feels like they know it all. And then when you try to correct them, it's grievous unto them. For thou art the power of my salvation. On thee do I wait all the day. Verse 6. Remember, O Lord Yahweh, thy tender mercies and thy loving kindness, for they have been ever of old. Remember not the sins of my youth, nor my transgressions according to thy mercy. Remember thou me for thy goodness' sake, O Lord Yahweh. Good and upright is the Lord Yahweh. Therefore will he teach sinners in the way. The meek, not the proud. The meek will he guide in judgment, and the meek he will teach his way. So the Lord is dealing with the meek of Israel. The Lord is not dealing with the proud of our people. All you Israelites who's focused on money, you're focused on chasing women, you're focused on trying to get clout, all these different characteristics of someone who's proud. The Lord is not dealing with you. And a lot of you people in this world and men in the truth who are proud, for some reason you have this strange imagination that the Lord is favoring you. And the Lord cannot stand the proud. The Lord is dealing with the humble. The Lord is giving his secrets to the humble. He's teaching the meek his ways. He's guiding the meek in righteousness. Not an Israelite who says, I don't have to listen. I got it already. I know what I'm talking about. Correction, it doesn't always feel good. Usually it doesn't feel good. That's the flesh. But our spirit should be pimp slapping the flesh. Not pimp slapping, but I should have said, slapping the flesh, because I don't promote pimping. But the spirit should spiritually be smacking the flesh, putting the flesh in a headlock, telling the flesh to chill out, because the flesh on its own is emotional, it's sensitive, it constantly wants pleasure, it constantly wants to be entertained. It has to chill, and it really doesn't have no chill. It's like the Tasmanian devil. Okay? Where was I going? Let's go to Sirach, I believe it was. Also known as the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 3 and 19. Many are in high place and of renown, but mysteries are revealed unto the meek. For the power of the Lord is great, and he is honored of the lowly. So the reason why a lot of men, they can't grasp this truth, they're proud, and the Lord is not dealing with the proud. He's giving his secrets unto those who are meek. All you Israelites who are sincere, who have a meekness about you, keep that going. The Lord loves that. Don't let this world, try to play you from your position. Don't let this world trick you from your crown and have you thinking of yourself more than what you are. We have to remember we're just flesh and blood, and we should be, grateful in a very, very humble way that we've been given opportunity, seeing that we on our own are just losers. We're just flesh and blood. We're no different than anybody else if left to our own devices. It's the spirit that dwells in us, the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that is separating us from everybody else. That grace that's being shown unto us, we have to hope that it stays upon us, and it's a higher chance to stay upon us if we stay humble. Okay? Let's read this again in Ecclesiasticus, also known as the book of Sirach, chapter 3 and 19. Many are in a high place and of renown, but mysteries are revealed unto the meek. Chris Brown doesn't have this truth. Chris Brown is not of the elect. Chris Brown is not going to be of the 144,000. But guess what? He's very talented. All right? He has gain in this world. But he is not favored in the eyes of the Lord. I can tell you that right now. Just like Michael Jackson. When he was alive, he had, all these different hits, had people passing out at his concerts, but he was not favored by the Lord. The Lord is dealing with his elect. Many are in high places. Look at the elites of Edom. They're at the top. They run this world, but they are not of the 144,000. They don't have the mysteries of the kingdom. Okay? The things that they know, okay? The Israelites are the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. They have a certain time to rule. There's certain things that they know, but they don't know everything. They don't know everything because when they hear the prophets teaching this word, they're learning, hearing us. Okay? Many are in high place and of renown, but mysteries are revealed unto the meek. And the elite see the meek bringing out this word, and they're in fear. Although they're in high places, they know that they're fallen. And it's going to be a great splat when they fall and hit the bottom. For the power of the Lord is great, and he is honored of the lowly. So let's go forward. This is 1 Peter's chapter 5 and let me see. 1 Peter's chapter 5 and 5. Likewise, ye younger, submit yourselves unto the elder. Yea, all of you be subject one to another, and be clothed with humility. For the power resisteth the proud, and giveth grace to the humble. So Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, he's dealing with the humble. We have the truth. And although the Lord has given us the truth, he's given us the path in which to walk, we're hated by others because we have this ministry. We have this truth. We have a different spirit on us. John chapter 17 and 14. I have given them thy word, and the world hath hated them, because they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. So seeing that this truth has been given to the humble, which is a characteristic of the elect, seeing that we're being hated because we're teaching this truth, if we hold on and endure, that's a key token. That's a signet that we have to be one of the Lord's elect, which I hope, just as well as you brothers hope, to be a part of that. And you sisters who believe as well, because I know y'all are out there. Okay? I know that y'all are out there. Okay? There's going to be a lot of y'all who are going to be saved. In fact, there's going to be more of y'all saved than the Israelite men. But this truth starts with the man. That's just the order. I primarily focus on the men. Okay? But not taken away from you women out there. You do have a place on a chariot if you be an elect lady. John 17 and 14. I have given them thy word, and the world hath hated them, because they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. So seeing that we have this word, seeing that we have this truth, we're hated because of the truth. And that's all right. We shouldn't be ashamed. We shouldn't feel bad because people look at us like we're crazy because we know what we're talking about. Okay? There's this movie called Triangle. I'm not going to give any spoilers. It's a good film. I think brothers should watch it. But in this film, how this woman is talking, she sounds insane. But really, she was actually, speaking some knowledge. But how she was looked at by others, she was perceived as cuckoo. She was perceived as crazy. And usually when you speak the truth, that's how you come off. Because lies have invaded everyone's minds. Psalms 119 and 46. I will speak of thy testimonies also before kings and will not be ashamed. So we're not ashamed to speak this truth. We're not ashamed to speak the words of the Lord, although we might receive a lot of hate. A lot of people are, pompous in their ways. Okay? But it's cool. The elect who are going to have the spirit of humility are going to are going to override all the hate from the proud. Just like the tortoise and the hare. The tortoise will be likened unto someone who's humble. The hare will be likened unto someone who's proud, a liar. The hare is, all into themselves. The tortoise is humble. The tortoise is honest. The tortoise is taking his time. The tortoise is focused on his path, but it's taking him longer to get there, right? But at the end of it all, the tortoise wins, regardless of the hare, just darts off running. And it's like, yeah, he's definitely going to win. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. And in this case, he doesn't win. Okay, the elect are going to win. The elect are going to have this truth. The elect are going to remain humble. And all you proud, pompous people, you can stay like that. You can make fun of us. You can laugh at us. You can have jokes about us. That's okay. But if you did not know, this is already rigged for the Lord's elect to win, no matter what. No matter what. I will speak of thy testimonies also before kings and will not be ashamed. So we're not ashamed of this ministry. Verse 51. The proud have had me greatly in derision, yet have I not declined from thy law. So at the end of the day, it's either you're of the elect or you're not. You're either going to be humble or you're going to be proud. And the Lord ain't dealing with the proud. The Lord is dealing with those who are lowly, those who are humble. And the more greater you are, the more humble you're going to be. And don't mistake being humble with, being hard on yourself, beating up yourself, being depressed in the mind and feeling weak in the spirit. But understanding that all things that we do, it's only because the Lord allows us. It's only through the Lord's power. It's only through the Lord's strength that we're able to walk, talk, move our pinky muscle, anything, man, blink. It's all because of the Lord. So us being in this ministry, we have to understand it's not because of our greatness or nothing. Nothing, man. It's all because of the Lord. It's all because of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So I'm going to go on ahead and close this lesson there. I pray that this was edifying. All praises unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Ba'ashem Wa Rakakwadash. Shalom.